Good morning, friends. Anne here, got my cup of coffee, got the Word of God, and today's reading is from 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 1 through 11. Friends, this week we are focusing on what it means to be humble and to humble ourselves. Just like in Sunday, we're going to get to the fact that Mary humbled herself and accepted this call from God. And today I learned something new in a new way from this passage. I've been doing ministry for over 20 years, and I love how even in that experience, there are times that I have missed things that God will then reveal to me. So let me share with you a couple of verses from 1 Peter chapter 5 that really stood out to me in a new way. And this is what God is teaching us about humility. It says this in verse 5, "In the same way, you who are younger must accept the authority of the elders. And all of you dress yourselves in humility as you relate to one another. God opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. So humble yourselves under the mighty power of God, and at the right time he will lift you up in honor. Give all your worries and cares to God, for he cares about you. Stay alert. Watch out for the great enemy, the devil. He prowls around like a roaring lion, looking for someone to devour. Stand firm against him and remain strong in your faith." Friends, it really occurred to me that this idea of humility is related to worry and anxiety. Did you notice that? How Peter talks about how we are to humble ourselves. We are to seek the shelter. We are to seek shelter from God, who is our strength. Remember, he says, humble yourselves under the mighty power of God. And at the right time, God will lift you up. And then immediately he talks about giving our worries and cares. Some translations say anxieties to God, for he cares about you. Friends, the things that occurred to me here is that often our enemy, the devil, prowls around our lives and tries to draw us away from the sanctuary and the security of God, our Father. And the minute we get out from underneath his wing and underneath his protection and his embrace, we find ourselves filled with worry and anxiety, because we know that we do not have enough in order to do all the things that need to be done and take care of all the things that need to be taken care of. When the enemy pulls us away from that shelter, that's when we begin to be anxious. We begin to worry. We begin to stress. And friends, what this passage is telling us is that when we begin to feel that, it is a sign for us that the devil is on the prowl, and we are to move back and humble ourselves under God's protective care. Friends, when worry tries to devour you, humble yourself under God's mighty power. And you will find not that you find certainty in the fact that you can care for your problems and your worries, but that you will be covered with God's strength and protection when you humble yourself underneath his care, and all of those worries and anxieties will fade away. So friends, remember, when worry tries to devour you, humble yourself under God's mighty power. Have a good day.